Britney Spears has joined the ranks of Billie Eilish fans.
Liam Payne says One Direction was toxic.
And Twitter thinks Donald Trump disrespected Queen Elizabeth.
All that and more on today's Daily Hollywood Rundown. What's up, guys? Welcome to Tuesday's episode of the Daily Hollywood Rundown. I'm your girl, Susan Morad.
And I'm Emile and Jr.
And we have so much news to talk about today.
Do we not have a song today like we did yesterday?
Well, you know what, you guys? We did that really impromptu song yesterday, but can we do it for Tuesday? We said we're going to do it on Mondays.
No, we'll save it for Mondays only. Mondays only.
But I really want to do it.
No. Only on Mondays.
Okay, you guys, we have so much news to get through today. I know we say that every day, but it's true.
It is true.
And there's something else we say every day that I'm going to say again right now.
Is it subscribe?
Yes, you guys. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, honestly, what are you waiting for? We need you to subscribe. It's the best way to stay in touch. We're so grateful for all your support.
Yeah.
And when you hit that subscribe button, it makes it even that much better.
Yeah, and there's something else you can hit. That bell, and you get notified every time we post, and you can comment below and click that thumbs up to like this video. All right, enough of our cheesy, gratuitous call to action. But guys, we have so much to talk about.
So much to talk about. I mean, we're talking about Paris Jackson today. If you're a Paris Jackson fan, she clapped back at a Twitter troll, and had to basically educate a few people.
Yeah, because we all need to educate people. But
Yes.
before we get to that, we have to talk about Kendall and Harry Styles. All right, guys, so kicking it off is Kendall and Harry. But before we get to that, we have to talk about Kylie because Kylie actually uploaded a video to her channel because she's a vlogger, and it's called Kylie Jenner, A Day in the Life. In the video, you can see the Jenner sitting down for a little morning brainstorm sesh at Kylie's business headquarters, and Kendall was on the phone when we hear this.
All right, let's do this. Hi, Harry.
Hi, Harry. So she was FaceTiming someone named Harry, and fans assumed it was Harry Styles and lost all chill. One person wrote, "Am I clowning, or is that Harry on FaceTime with Kendall?" Kylie goes, "Hi, Harry," and the voice saying hi back sounds like him. And this Harry Styles stan account said, I was watching Kylie's vlog, and Kendall's FaceTiming Harry. And this person, who clearly does not want Kendall and Harry Styles back together, tweeted, "Y'all, I was just watching Kylie's vlog, and then she said, 'Hi, Harry,' because Kendall was FaceTiming someone, and I'm really effing praying it's Harry Hudson." Now, Harry Hudson is a singer-songwriter, but he's also a friend of Kylie and Kendall's. And we have to point out, obviously, that Kendall and Harry reunited at Met Gala this year, which everybody was talking about that moment. But
that was captured.
it was captured and, really got people talking. I think people were really stretching it. Harry is a very common name. It could be many Harrys. So I don't really think it's Harry Styles, but if it is, ooh, the tea is hot.
Well, you know what, because when I watched that, you almost see, I had to replay it about 17,000 times. Well, not 17,000,
like,
maybe
whoa,
10
I
times.
have a lot of free time.
But I just kept clicking, and her facial expression when Kylie said, hey, Harry, and then the phone got put down. Honestly, I feel like she wasn't like, but it was almost like really quick. So if you were just talking to a friend that you were not maybe concerned about the cameras capturing, then why would you do it in such a hurry? If someone said that and I was talking to you on FaceTime, oh, okay, cool, yeah, gotta go, or something like that.
Right.
And maybe that happened and it was edited out, granted.
No.
But a girl can dream.
The theories are circulating now.
All right, you guys, so Liam Payne had a chat to Men's Health magazine, and he broke our hearts a little bit more for more than one reason when he opened up and he was really vulnerable about some of his times once One Direction broke up. During his most recent interview with Men's Health magazine, Liam got really vulnerable about life post 1D, revealing that it hasn't exactly been an easy transition, attempting to gain back his own identity. He said, quote, "When you're doing hundreds and hundreds of concerts and it's the same 22 songs at the same time, every single day, even if you're not happy, you've just got to go out there." He went on to further clarify his remarks with this example. "It's almost like putting the Disney costume on before you get up on stage and unearth the Disney costume. I was pissed quite a lot of the time because there was no other way to get your head around what was going on. I mean, it was fun, we had an absolute blast, but there were certain parts of it where it just got a little bit toxic." This revelation comes just days after Liam openly revealed he suffers from agoraphobia, which is an anxiety disorder in which you fear being in a place that makes you feel trapped, helpless, or embarrassed. He revealed that he got so bad that he'd fear the smallest daily errands like going to a Starbucks or to the gas station, to the point where his anxiety got so bad he couldn't get himself out of his car. Wow, I mean, it's full on hearing those details and knowing how difficult it is for people like Liam and so many other people that suffer with anxiety. and thinking that it gets to a point where you can't leave your car or do your daily errands. It's really sad, and really hope he's doing okay. And it's great that he can talk about it.
Yeah, and he's not the only 1D member or former 1D member. Zayn opened up about his anxiety when he went solo, and it is nice that he's opening up, but also it's kind of sad when you think about the pressures of being an artist and being in the public limelight when you are so young and dealing with all that. So I can imagine having, was it agoraphobia?
Agoraphobia.
For some reason, what is the one with spiders? Is that?
Arachnophobia.
Oh, that's what I keep thinking. So when you said it, I was like, wait, no, it's something different. Well, I know acrophobia is fear of heights, but enough about our phobias.
Have you got a funny phobia or a phobia? I find phobia is really interesting, PS.
Oh yeah.
It's such an
everything's
interesting
so different.
Yeah, and it's also, everyone has different kind of phobias, and some phobias you don't even know exist until you read about them in a script.
We're so random. So moving on to another topic, which some people are afraid of our current president, President Trump. And Twitter has a lot to say after this video that has surfaced of him behind the Queen as she's speaking. So if you don't know, President Trump is visiting London with his family, and he went to a state banquet dinner. And you'll see. So there's been many protests since President Trump's arrival, but a video that's circulating online isn't helping his case. So this user tweeted, "The President of the United States, Donald Trump, falling asleep as Her Majesty the Queen delivers her state banquet speech."
Confident that our common values and shared interests will continue to unite us. Tonight we celebrate an alliance that has helped to ensure the safety and prosperity.
So of course Twitter had to respond. One person tweeted, "No respect at all, but who's surprised by this?" And then another said, "Well, if it's not about him, it's just not important." And one of my favorites comes from this user who said, "Need more Kofifi." Honestly, Susan, there were some people who were trying to defend him, like, oh, he had his eyes closed for 3 seconds, but we've all been in class or something somewhere where it's we're bored, and 3 seconds, that doesn't mean you didn't fall asleep. It's literally you know what I mean?
No, honestly, we've all been there, you guys. We've all been there, and it's just so funny to watch. I think he was definitely asleep.
For sure.
He was definitely asleep.
That's the one place.
Yes.
Whenever, have you ever seen celebrity funerals and there's somebody behind the pastor or whatever? I know they're long sometimes, but if you're on stage and there's a camera on you and you know that you're probably gonna be in the shot, drink some coffee, take an energy drink or something, because you cannot fall asleep.
Yeah, do you remember though last year as well when, it was in 2018, that's right, when he did meet the Queen?
Yeah.
And that was, this is the second time something's happened where, so it's part of royal etiquette that you're not supposed to have your back to the Queen or walk ahead of her. And so there was that really awkward, oh my God, did you see what just happened then? I just I must have had too much breakfast. I was just laughing too hard. It was the funniest thing ever where Donald Trump accidentally kind of walked in front of the Queen. It was awkward, it was cringy. There's some really funny memes. I think we might just toss to one right now. Yeah, it's so awkward, it's so cringy, and it's making us laugh a lot today. You guys, let's add Britney Spears to the list of celebrities that love and stan Billie Eilish, because who doesn't? And the list is just it's an ongoing list. It's kind of like the CVS receipts.
They're so long.
Have you guys noticed how long the CVS receipts? I talk about this all the time. It's on my Instagram. But anyway, I digress. Britney Spears has just been added to the list. She showed love for Billie in the best way possible, as well as her song Bad Guy. And Billie chimed in. So Britney Spears posted a video to Instagram last night of herself dancing to Billie's hit Bad Guy, throwing it back to one of her most famous performances ever for Slave for You. Britney even used a snake prop as she performed some killer Britney Spears choreography, and you guys, this choreography was killer. Britney wrote, "Great song, it made me pick up another snake emoji and tag Billie in the video." Billie noticed Britney tagged her in the video, and she took to the comments with a one-word reaction, commenting OMG, with so many fans losing it in the thread with over 26,000 likes to Billie's comment. Noah Cyrus was also there in the comments writing "Get it Queen," as well as Britney's boyfriend Sam Asghari, who commented what I was also thinking, you guys, "The snake must be so dizzy after this," with an eye roll and laughing emoji. #GOAT. I just love it when you see like a legendary icon like Britney Spears showing so much love for a new legendary icon like Billie Eilish. I mean that's obviously one of our favorite songs of all time. But just seeing Britney, her dancing was epic. Like the way she's moving and to see that she's well enough, she's feeling good. She's been posting on social media, and she's like dancing like the old Britney, but also combining the two worlds with that fake snake. I mean, what an awesome addition to her performance.
We all know that snake is iconic. And Billie Eilish, she's just taken over the world. And to be so young, like just imagine if you were, granted, I hope she's okay because we just talked about like the pressure of fame being so young.
Yes,
And
she's so cool.
Yeah, she's so cool. I just, I worry. I worry.
Yeah,
but I think, on the flip side, it's such a cool experience to be an artist and to have all that fame, and like the good thing is she's passionate about her craft, and we all appreciate the music so much.
Keep it coming.
All right, so somebody else who has kind of been in the spotlight for a while because she had one of the most famous fathers in the world, Paris Jackson, is clapping back at, I don't want to call them fans, critics on Twitter after somebody said something really horrible. Okay, so what started out as an innocent tweet about Paris's love of spaghetti grilled cheese sandwiches turned into a lengthy back and forth with her followers about using marijuana for anxiety and depression. Paris was asked how she came up with that sandwich combo, and she replied, marijuana. That then prompted one of her followers to respond, druggie, I bet you do meth too. Your dad must be ashamed of you, degenerate. So naturally, that didn't sit well with Paris. She responded, because an organic medicinal plant from Mother Earth with dozens of healing properties that is legal where I live and used to help suffering people around the world equals meth. In another tweet, she added, instead of taking poisonous addictive pharmaceuticals, this incredible medicine from the earth has been prescribed to me to help with my depression, anxiety, PTSD, and insomnia. The questions, comments, and criticisms kept coming for Jackson though, and she continued to explain. Another troll wrote, yeah, because anxiety and depression is so cool these days. But I'm curious though, what kind of PTSD do you have, not knowing what to do and how to spend daddy's money? Paris responded saying, I wasn't saying it was cool, I was explaining why I need it. Mental illness is a very heavy thing that needs to be taken seriously. And for the record, I have 3 jobs. I take care of myself. Don't be a This is sad. This isn't the first time that Paris has had to like open up and kind of clap back at. Yeah, and it's like people say awful things about her father. People say awful things about her. And she is still young, and she's been dealing with this for a while. So I'm glad that she spoke out, because there are people who do use marijuana for medicinal purposes. And I don't think you should be condemned for your use, but to compare it to meth, which like literally kills people, that's a bit of a stretch. And
I mean, for her as well, it's prescribed by a doctor.
Right.
It's not for recreational purposes, which she said that in her tweets. And there was a lot of references to people saying, but your father, Michael Jackson, he would have seen and had to deal with a lot more, but he didn't compromise. And she said, he didn't have the problems that she has, and she hasn't always had these, the problems where she needed the medication, but she is dealing with it now. So everybody just, know that other people are going through things sometimes that you might not understand. And yeah, because having problems to deal with, and then having to deal with other people criticizing and making judgment, it's just not going to help. And everybody needs a bit of space.
Yes.
What was that?
I don't know.
I'm feeling really hot after today's show. I don't know, my smelly.
No, you're not.
Okay, good. I'm just feeling really hot, and I don't know if it's the lights or if I'm just getting like way too excited. Or maybe it's just being next to you, Emile.
Sussan got sleep last night for the first time in a long time, so that's what it is. She gets hot when she sleeps.
Yeah, I'm like bouncing off the walls today.
But there is so much to talk about today. We got through it. This is another episode of the Daily Hollywood Rundown. Before we go, I have to know, what do you think about Paris Jackson clapping back at fans? Because, out here in LA or in California, it is legal, and in other states. And I remember one of the funniest things, my mom was visiting one time before it was legal, and we were at Venice Beach, and there was a sign that had like all the different things you could get to, or what prescription. I can't get it.
It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. Emile hasn't had his oatmeal yet this morning.
I haven't. What I'm trying to say is night blindness. It said you could get marijuana prescription for night blindness, and my mom was like, I don't get it. And I was like, they're saying anything because everybody's blind at night because it's dark.
Anyway, moving on from that long question and explanation, and I'm just like busting open again today from all the laughter. What did you think of President Donald Trump sleeping during his visit with the Queen? Do you think he was sleeping? Do you think he was resting his eyelids? Do you think he had something in his eye?
No.
Or maybe he was like, knew the cameras were on him and he wanted to show what a good actor he was if he was auditioning for a role where he would need to sleep. I don't know. I don't know. Let us know all your thoughts in the comment section below, you guys. We're going to be here again tomorrow. Same time, same place, DHR, you guys. Also, make sure you leave us a comment like we already said at the top of the show and give this video like a thumbs up. All right, guys, if you're still catching up on more news, why don't you click over here to see yesterday's episode of DHR? We discussed some pretty cool things.
I was over here playing with my hands. And guys, before you go, make sure you click that subscribe button. Did you do it yet? Right there. Click it.
Click
Click
it.
it.
Click
Click it or
it.
tick
Click it. Click it. Click it.